All right, today we're going to show you how to install the new block-off panel, the one-piece block-off panel that we made for the vintage era when you install that into your C3 car. Right here is this panel right here is just to kind of show you how we laid everything out and where all the holes came from. This was one of the original panels, and this was fitted on a non-air car and an air car. And here's your stud holes, and this is basically what your part would look like. And then, but it wouldn't have the metal plate in it. You could put the metal plate in it, but there's no need. So on our part, when we made our part for the heater hose to come through and also the AC lines, the part is scribed, so you take your hole saw and cut the holes. You use the grommets that's supplied through the vintage air, so that you just use that out of your kit. And then after you get those holes cut, you'll go in and you'll dry fit it, and there's a stud back up in here, and there's a stud back over here on the back side of the firewall. And you want to dry fit the part and make sure that the stud holes line up, because we did the part, as you've seen, is going to be marked. There will be 4 marks where the bolt hole should normally go, but you always want to double check it because every car is a little different. So then you drill those holes, and then you'd have the panel sitting flat. Once you've already dry fit the panel, so you have it over top the holes for the studs that are in the firewall and over your lines, then you'll come over to the inside, closer to the engine, where there are no holes. So what we supply you with some studs, and basically what you'll do is you'll come in, you'll mark where you want your plate at. You can do a small pilot hole on top and bottom, and then you can drill out the firewall and install these studs. Put a little epoxy or whatever you want to bond the stud to the firewall with. And then what you'll pull after the panel's all dry fit, you'll pull the panel off and go around the perimeter of the panel for a seal. And what we found is, we've tried a few different things, but we seem to like the right stuff. It does a really good job of sealing, it cleans up, and it leaves a pretty nice finish. And it's actually a very durable product, so we've been using that to install our firewall block-off panels. So once you do that, make sure you go around the bolt hole so you don't have any leaks, and you'll take the panel and you'll drop the panel down in the back towards the inner fender, and then you'll bring the front down, and you can put it right in and put your 4 bolts, put your 4 nuts on, and make sure, go around, make sure that the panel's all sealed off good, and clean up any of your edges, and then just finish your install and you're all set.
How do you get it to look like that?
That right there, bring it to us. We can make your car look like that.